Dijon the Spice Carrington called Caitlin Clark out, mocked her, and other times.
It's absolutely unfair to Dijonai Carrington to accuse her of trying to poke somebody's eye and functionally blind them.
White girl is successful. White girl more popular. White girl must be bad. Bad white girl. We see it in politics with bad orange man. And of course your fans are racist. You racist!
In a moment that left sports fans gasping, Dan Patrick, the iconic sports commentator, had an explosive reaction that took everyone by surprise. Known for his composed demeanor, Dan lost his cool on live television while discussing Dijonai Carrington, the rising star of women's basketball. This unexpected outburst not only captivated viewers, but also ignited a fiery debate on social media. What could have possibly pushed the usually composed Patrick to this boiling point? Let's dive into the jaw-dropping moments that unfolded and the reasons behind this unforgettable episode.
2 years ago, their home attendance was 1,800 fans. Their average this year, home attendance, is 17,000. I think she should be up for MVP. Rookie of the Year, foregone conclusion. But I think MVP. Now, I'm going to look at this the way I did with Michael Jordan.
Things happen. Probably every basketball game that is played.
Caitlin Clark has become a household name in women's basketball, captivating fans and analysts alike with her exceptional skills and on-court performances.
The only league that I know of where Dijon the Spice Carrington is engaged to the power forward on the Indiana Fever, Niza, whatever the hell her name is, Smith, Jones, whatever the hell her name is. I think it's Smith. They're engaged, and they're competing against each other.
Her legacy is defined not just by her impressive statistics, but by her impact on the game itself. As a player for the Iowa Hawkeyes, Clark's rise to stardom has been meteoric, and the attention she commands is a testament to her talent and determination.
It's not worthy of discussion. Where's the mention the Michael Jordan of the WNBA was assaulted, has a black eye because Dijonai Carrington stabbed her with her fingernails in the eye?
Crazy-ass lesbians, the crazy-ass OGs, the crazy-ass sexist, racists hadn't been so hateful.
No foul call. No refs stopping the game to go look. Is this a flagrant?
Her journey began in high school, where she quickly established herself as one of the top prospects in the nation. With her outstanding performance in high school, she garnered numerous accolades, including multiple state championships and recognition as a McDonald's All-American.
That was a flagrant foul. That was unnecessary. Flagrant, anything deemed to be unnecessary. I need somebody to explain to me why was that necessary.
This is inexcusable. Carrington should be suspended. It's criminal that there was no flagrant call here.
They're moving games, putting them on big time situations.
Right.
You're jealous. That was a Bush League play, and it needs to be addressed.
This early success laid the foundation for what would become a historic collegiate career. Clark's playing style is electrifying.
And I watched very, very, very physical play from the moment of the tip to the end of the game on Caitlin Clark. So I won't deny that there is a bit of an energy towards Caitlin Clark from the players.
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am.
ESPN wrote a story after the game that did not mention the first woman to ever be the biggest star in American sports was assaulted 2 minutes into the game on a dirty play with one of these women with these long fake fingernails that stabbed her in the eye.
Known for her deep shooting range, ball handling skills, and court vision, she has redefined what it means to be a guard in women's basketball.
Dijonai has a history with Caitlin Clark. Many of these girls in the WNBA, but she's at the top of the list along with Kennedy Carter in Chicago and Angel Reese. Those three. Do you know what would happen if she fought back in a real way? She did. She slapped Carrington later in the game. But she's also smart enough to know fighting some angry black lesbians, not her job, and it would lead to a collapse of the league.
Obviously got me pretty good in the eye. I don't think it affected me. Honestly, I felt like I got good shots. They just didn't go down. And
Her ability to shoot from long-distance forces defenses to stretch, opening up opportunities for her teammates. She is not only a scorer, but also an exceptional playmaker, often leading her team in assists. This versatility has made her a focal point of Iowa's offense and a nightmare for opposing teams.
obviously a tough time for that to happen. I got some really good looks. I felt I had three wide open threes in the first half that you usually make. So that's tough, but I felt like I battled and tried my best, took care of the ball. It didn't bother me. Obviously it didn't feel too good when it happened, but it is what it is. At the level you feel all the praise, that's going to be the same level you feel all the hate. So I feel like I just try to stay right in the middle.
She's going to face a level of racism from black players.
I think it is pure, unadulterated jealousy.
WNBA, I'm talking players, coaches, and refs. They're all a bunch of Caitlin Clark haters. They're all a bunch of jealous haters.
Yep.
They are just working themselves up about Caitlin Clark just to hate on her. Skylar Diggins is bumping her. Their girls are complaining on the bench. Referees are getting into it now. They're all a bunch of haters.
What sets Clark apart is her competitive nature and the swagger she brings to the court. She plays with a confidence that resonates with fans and teammates, embodying the spirit of a fierce competitor.
Caitlin is an amazing generational talent, and she's going to do amazing things.
Your biggest star, your meal ticket, the reason why you have relevancy, just got stabbed and assaulted and nothing. Do you think that had any impact on the game? Your meal ticket should be stabbed in the eye intentionally, and there's no problem here?
Her clutch performances in high-stakes moments have endeared her to fans across the country.
Caitlin is the face right now, and that's also good. She's selling out gyms, of course. Why would you hate against that? What the WNBA is measuring one type of greatness against the other greatness. Am I saying it's right that she's being pushed in the back? No, that's foul. That has no space in the sport, and we all know that.
Go ahead, I'm not going to let you make it seem like Caitlin Clark was averaging 5 points a game. At the time, she was still averaging 16 points a game, which was more than a lot of other guards that made the team. So don't do that. Don't make it seem like she was averaging 5 points and this was like a handout.
No, it wasn't a handout.
Look at her numbers. Look at her numbers comparable to the other guards that were on the team.
Whether it's sinking a game-winning three-pointer or orchestrating a comeback, she consistently rises to the occasion, solidifying her status as a leader.
Dijonai Carrington, fingernail to the eye. Caitlin Clark gets a bit of a black eye, and the accusations immediately started flying that she targeted her in the eye.
There's no chance that this was intentional. I watched it from different angles. There was no chance it was intentional.
Things happen. Probably every basketball game that is played, somebody gets a finger in the eye, at least somewhere during that game. Somebody catches an elbow. Somebody gets hit in the face. This is what happens when you have athletic people moving arms and legs, limbs are moving about in a competitive situation.
As a result of her standout performances, Clark has garnered a significant following.
Caitlin Clark, what she's doing doesn't minimize what they've done, but we should have been giving her the credit. We saw the ratings, we saw the merchandise sales, we saw the attendance, but y'all want to make it about something else. Oh, what about the women that laid the foundation? What about this? What about it? That ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is box office. She's doing this. And instead of giving her credit, y'all tried to make it about, y'all poo-pooing the old guard. Y'all never talked about the old guard like this. Nah, I ain't gonna let it slide.
Fans are drawn to her authenticity, competitive spirit, and dedication to the game.
White girl is successful. White girl more popular. White girl must be bad. Bad white girl. We see it in politics with bad orange man. And of course your fans are racist. You racist! She has taken to two things that, most women go to in sports when it's not going their way, shaking their ass and calling people racist. We understand that the world that we live in can easily be defined by white racist, white bad.
They see in her not just an athlete, but a role model who is pushing the boundaries of women's sports.